Welcome back everyone. How's it going? Now today I'm in a cemetery and it's for a reason, and I'd like to say to you folks, I know it's hard to take in, but do you want to end up there very shortly? Especially when you're retired and when you're over 50. Now, hard as though it may seem, if you keep on smoking and drinking and not doing any exercise whatsoever, then folks, unfortunately that's where you're going to end up sooner if no rather than later. And I realised that myself some time ago, especially when I was feeling depressed and I didn't want to go out, and I just felt life passed me by, and I was stressed and I was tense and all this sort of stuff, and they were turning to other means, mainly just smoking, which I was doing up till I was in my 50s, pretty heavy, and I was drinking. And now I didn't do any of these things because I got a wake-up call once. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I ended up in the hospital with problems with my throat, and I thought it was cancer. Now, instantly I just says, right, that's it. If I get a second chance, I'm going to give up the cigarettes for good. And folks, to cut a long story short, I got that second chance, and that's what I did. I just stopped it, just as quick as that, and I never went back to it. And that's been probably 12, 13 years ago. And it's the best thing I've ever done, you know, because although my throat's no better yet, and although I've still got a lot of problems, I can face it a lot better if I didn't hide away smoking and drinking, and especially in my old age. I mean, it was great to do it when you were young, and we've all done it. It was great to smoke, I loved it, I loved drinking, I like going out, I liked having a good time, but when you get to a certain age, unfortunately you've got to sort of look at yourself and think, is this doing me any good? Am I heading towards an early grave? And that's the sort of point I'd like to make today, folks, because sure as hell I was, and I just thought it was time to say no to it. I'm not going to end up there. I'm going to live for a lot more years. So I got a bike, and I decided to make use of it. I just wanted to get out there.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. I just wanted to get out and try to get more fit again, to build up a wee bit of energy again, a wee bit of muscle. I was getting soft, and you can't be like that, especially when you get older, because you've got to push on, folks. Now, just like to say that you know, when you get to 66, which is my age, another thing dawned on me. Now, I sometimes go out singing and entertain the old folk and things like that, and I thought to myself once, just around about the Christmas time there, I thought, oh, hit a bump. Do I want to end up here? Do I want to end up in a nursing home? And you know, that isn't impossible. can happen to anybody, but if that's the case, I want to do it rather later than sooner. I don't want to find it's going to happen next year or the year after. Now, that's entirely possible if you just sit about and don't exercise, because there's been a lot of research into illnesses like dementia, and a lot of that can be fought off if you do a wee bit of exercise, if you get your blood flowing. And that's true, folks. Believe me, my mother had dementia before she died, and it's very, very real. You don't think it's going to happen to you, but it creeps up on a big large population. It's one of the biggest killers right now in the United Kingdom. So if you want to stave that off for as long as possible, no, obviously you might not get it at all, but if you ever did, it'd be better to be really late in your life than early in your life. Now, a way to sort of prevent that is to do exercise, to get out as much as you can, and to stop smoking and stop drinking. I'm not saying altogether you can drink in moderation, but I'd definitely give up the cigarettes, because there's no reason why you should be paying £15 to £18 a packet for cigarettes. It's just a waste of money. And wake up to that, folks, and you'll feel a lot better. Once you're out on your bike, it's a really strong wind blowing today. Sorry, folks, there might be some wind noise, but when you're out, it's a great feeling. You know, just you feel free. And when you're stuck in the house, you feel as if you're captive. You know, you feel, my goodness, I'm just wasting away here. But when you're out, you feel an awful lot better. If you didn't believe me, try it. Even if you just go for a walk, go for a wee jog, anything like that, or if you've got a bike, go out in it. And that's what I'm trying to get across today, folks. Christ, I've ended up on the wrong road. I've ended up at a scrapyard here. I think I'm very forgetful these days. I've not even reminded my route here. And that's because this week I've not been doing a lot of exercise. I'm basically going, I'm like everybody else. I'm not taking my own advice, and but as much as I can, folks, I do get out, because 66 or no, I'm not wanting to die, especially with some illness I could maybe have prevented. And this is the wee route I should have took doing this one. So it just goes to show you, if you get one with nature, you know, there's lots of wee sayings. Somebody just said to me the other day, you can walk through the meadow, but you may not smell the flowers, and that's true. We're kind of living in a blinkered society where we don't sort of see the good that's in front of us, folks, and you realise that as you get older, that what a strong wind. It must be about 40-50 mile an hour here now. I hope you can hear me. But it's all I'd like to say, folks, this morning is get one with nature. There's nothing better. I mean, just look at these horses out here. They're just very, very calm, very, very peaceful. They're no getting stressed, and that's the way we should be. We should be living life sort of an easy sort of existence, no always banging on and doing crazy stuff, and living a more simple life, but a happy life, an easy life. And it's all within our grasp. It doesn't cost a fortune to do that. So bear that in mind, folks, and You take care, we'll see you in the next video, and thanks very much for watching. Bye bye for now.